My name is I will describe how I work with sand as a tool in ceramics. The two candle holders here, they are hand-built and they demonstrate in the way how the sand helps me to keep the typical plasticity of the clay. I also chose to show how I work with sculptural forms with the same technique. Here I have an animal-like woman figure, what I first have modeled and used a plaster mold for this inner form, for the animal-like form. And afterwards I have made a slab of clay, which I have marked textures into the wet clay. So now I will show and demonstrate how I make the candle holders. And I do the usual steps of kneading the clay. So I start to make more of a kind of rectangular prism shape. Now this piece is very compact and I would need, due to the ceramic process, I'll make a hollow form so it's not so compact through the firing, and also to make it a little bit lighter. I push it into the clay. Not all the way up, because here I will make the hole for the candle. And here I do one more round to make the kind of basic form for my candle holder. I make some of the form for give some quite strong marks. This is for the candle, to make the hole for the candle. So I do start doing this before I go to the sand. So I put the form in the sand and I use it to press the form. And some parts you can see this, the relief goes into the form and it opens up. So it creates some particular movements and keeps the plasticity, as I say, and becomes more dynamic. To be hollow, and then I use to push the top to have this quite straight. That makes a good contrast to that dynamic. Another form. Now I will make another form that I will demonstrate another use of tools. So what I do now is to make this pattern or these shapes by force, a little bit of force. I use a wood stick and I push very hard, quite hard. The other one. So, and what is important for me is also to tell that I learned this sound technique from Imre Schrammel, a Hungarian ceramic artist, who made a huge impression on me, the way he treated the clay and how he came in a way in dialogue with the clay. So it's all about the agency and how we don't totally control the clay, but we are in a dialogue.